This video contains depictions of suicide and spoilers for Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. If you're sensitive to this type of stuff, I will put timestamps to avoid in the description. Viewer discretion is advised. But why do I like this game so much? And why do I think you should play it? Well, that's a very, very long story. But I'll start with a basic little overview of everything you need to know. Decaying Winter starts in the menu, and I'll keep it brief so I can get into the action. Outfits let you change what you look like. For example, Jesus, Senator Armstrong, Virgil, Venom Snake, Duke Nukem, and more. Equipment lets you change to a different utility item. They can be unlocked by completing certain challenges. Traits allow you to improve certain aspects of yourself and can negate a perk's downsides or increase its strengths. It's recommended to look up a trait guide for whatever perk you're using when you start. Perks would make this video an hour long. They fall into 4 categories: basic perks, support perks, frontline perks, and backline perks. But that's for later. Right now, you should start with a quick scavenging guide before you think about all that. This is going to be a very simple scavenging guide before I move on to why I personally like this game so much. Starting out as a survivor, you should spawn with a backpack, 3 beans, 3 sodas, 1 MRE, and 1 water bottle. You also spawn with 4 hungry folks. Considering you just started out, I'd recommend not getting into any fights with them. Keep an eye out for things like traps or leaves. They can easily injure or possibly kill you. Decaying Winter, guns are incredibly scarce. Don't often spawn with much ammo. Don't use them unless you really have to. During situations like being ambushed, you must remember to defend yourself. Pressing Q will let you shove an enemy in front, buying you time to get to the safe zone. Note that enemies killed by the safe zone turrets one-shot enemies. You should also attempt to find a weapon as soon as possible to defend yourself after the looting phase is over. You also may be wondering what the red bar spawn is. Well, that's your infection. There are 2 things that can slow and stop infection, those being amoxicillin and augmented antibiotics. It's recommended to keep the infection low as it can make you much weaker over time. Another thing, scrappers can be used to gain scrap, craft things like guns or melee weapons. If you have no use for the scrap you're carrying, give it to someone else. There are certain things you shouldn't scrap under any circumstances. Those being stims, most strength, medical supplies, strong melee weapons, and more. Every craftable thing can be cost 50 scrap or 100 scrap. Every blueprint can be used in a workbench to craft it. There are also a few things you should know in terms of what people say, such as someone asking for a workbench. I'll list a few terms and what they mean as the clip goes on. Pressing T will open the agent device, which lets you view things like how much ammo you have, how much time is left in the scavenging phase, and how many rations you have. Pressing K at any time will let you view all the keywords from the game, such as unloading guns, dueling, and there are also 2 important keybinds, those being F and C. F allows you to view your perk-specific abilities, such as shooting someone in the head with a magnum, throwing a pipe bomb, and so on. C makes you use your auxiliary equipment. You can use the mask once a night, but other auxiliary equipment, such as throwing knives, can be used 3 times a night. On top of the mask, every night there's a loot phase, around 2 minutes. Once this is up, the storm will do 5 damage every 10. The mask will affect 15-second punches. 5 damage might not seem like a lot, but considering most people who get stuck in the storm are injured, it can be very equal, though it loses its use as you become more experienced.
Warning. Readings indicate this area is contaminated.
This class turns you into the strongest thing on even 227. There's one thing you should always be yelling out loud when you play this class, and that is,
I'm fucking invincible!
There's one reason you aren't dying, and it's simple.
Nanomachine, son!
Just to show you why I love this perk so much, here's a few clips to show you the absolute dopamine rush this can give you.
Well done, Jack. Your dream dies with you.
This next class might be considered overrated, but I just love it so much. You might be wondering why I'm talking about Vagabond of all classes, but considering a certain Brazilian samurai you might be familiar with, it should be no surprise I enjoy people who swing swords around like this.
Clear the road! We're authorized to use force if you do!
Anyway, on to the section where I'm untitled and like I survived while playing a song related to the character I'm playing.
Hit shot.
Not
Sniper's a
good
good
job,
job,
man.
mate.
Challenge
It's
work.
challenging work.
Out of doors.
Outdoors.
I guarantee
I
you're not
guarantee
hungry.
you'll not go hungry. Because
At the end of the day, as long as there's two people left on the planet, someone is going to want someone dead. Yeah, Dad, not a crazed gunman dead, I'm an assassin. Well, the difference being, one is a job and the other mental sickness. I'll be honest with you, my parents
do
do
care.
not care for it. I think his
I think
mate
his
saw me.
mate saw me.
Yes, he did. Feelings. Look, mate, you know who has a lot of feelings? Blokes who bludgeon their wife to death with a golf trophy. Professionals have standards. Be polite. Be efficient. Have a plan. Kill everyone you meet. Yeah. Put mum on the phone. If there's one thing this class could say, it'd be one word.
Jackpot.
It's so satisfying to get headshots. Just look at this. If by some miracle you have perfect aim, look for the perfect enemy to shoot, line up the perfect shot, once you shoot that gun, all eyes will be on you. Now at this point you have two options. You can live out your fantasies as an artillerist and dump the whole mag regardless of what enemies are in front of you. Or take the more practical option and shoot in short controlled bursts to be ammo efficient. Now guess which one is my favorite? Hint, it's not the second one. If you don't empty the mag like David Martinez did to that one police officer he bumped into, you are doing it wrong. There is nothing else to say. All this talk about what classes I used to fight and all that stuff, but I haven't even spoken about who you are fighting. There are three main forces that want you dead for various reasons, and they fall into three different categories. Those categories are the Scavengers, who are led by Yosef, the Raiders, who are led by Sludge Queen, and those things. We don't talk about those things. Starting out with Yosef, who's one of the more fleshed out characters in Decaying Winter. Yosef is a Russian who originally used to work for the agency before he defected from the agency, presumably sometime before the events of Decaying Winter. He has short, brownish reddish hair, some aviator shades, and a skull patterned bandana. He also wears a jacket, albeit with some armor plating on top. He's canonically gay and is quite fond of pears, not KFC. This was apparently confirmed by Red during a conversation with Mr. Max. though I can't find any images to support these claims. Next up, someone who I'm sure you're all familiar with, the rocket jumping, hammer wielding, big butt. What the, what the hell was, yeah, anyway. The rocket jumping, hammer wielding, big butt. Oh my, just roll the introduction. Okay. The Scythe Queen, whose real name isn't confirmed, but it's suspected to be Isla, is shown in the spin-off game Demise of Eden. Isla is the leader of the Raiders, who, despite popular belief, isn't an agent. It's unknown how she obtained the Zero Agent container, but many fan theories suggest she either stole it from an agent or Yosef. She does not wield a decimator, they only share visual similarities. She wears a bloodied crown on her head, has black and purple hair. She also has an augmented right eye, with chains wrapped around her arms. She also wears a bandolier containing shells, presumably for her knuckle removal. She also suffers from extreme arachnophobia, though I'm unsure why this is. Those who inherited the curse of the agents would all bear witness to the bare flesh of the one who's now free. The shadow that left it all behind, and its overwhelming intensity. Just as a warning, this section contains direct references to suicide. Refrain from watching this section if anything related to this disturbs you. There are 4 different types of shadow creatures in Decaying Winter as of currently. Their names are as follows: Hidden, Hanger, Skinner, and Sickler. Oh god, wait a second, that's gonna summon them, isn't it? Okay, right on cue. Since not much other than their properties are known, this will be pretty quick. The Hidden by nature is, well, hidden. It can be detected in a few ways, such as afflicting with bleed using a profit scan and execution as gargles. Because of this, the Hidden is the big bu- Oh hey, it didn't happen this.
Do not give him attention. He should not even exist.
I reckon you should talk to her for no reason.
Silence!
Yeah, well, you're just stupid and fat and stupid and really.
Looks like she wants to go first instead. Alright, but I have to make it quick. Don't even try that on me again, okay? The hangar spawns in 2 main locations, those being Outpost and Mountain. Despite it seemingly being hung on the ceiling of these areas, it can travel outside and the chain will be suspended on nothing. The hangar's main method of killing agents is bombarding them with suicidal thoughts. You know when this happens because your character will brandish a knife and turn it towards their neck. Failing to resist the hangar's influence will cause you to slit your throat and bleed out. There are 3 ways to stop a hanger from influencing you, which are playing Apostle or Damned. I don't recommend this, by the way, it's stupid. Or just killing the hanger outright. Okay, now that that is out of the way, we can get to the others. The Hidden is by far the sneakiest shadow you'll encounter, but there are a few ways to detect them easily. Making a Hidden bleed will make the particles drip off of them, making them much easier to see, and things such as profit scans or executioner's goggles can detect them. If and when a Hidden is near you, it will whisper things in your ear. But if you get unlucky, there is a chance it won't say anything and you will just die on the spot. The Hidden will always become slightly visible after missing an attack. However, the skin will remain slightly translucent, but the glowing eyes is still a dead giveaway. Next up, the biggest jump scare merchant of Decaying Winter, the Skinner. And for those of you wondering how scary being jump scared is, here's a clip to describe it to you. Imagine this in your head. It's a lovely, peaceful 2 a.m. night in your house. Rain gently patters on the windows behind you as you take a sip from your mug with some freshly made hot coffee, putting it gently back in its coaster. You walk up to a scavenger, trying to get some rations for yourself, and suddenly, the scavenger sheds its disguise right in front of you and begin screaming and chasing me. I will spare you the details of what happened, but just know it involved me nearly spilling a drink over my desk and me screaming like a girl. I'm a bit embarrassed to admit this, but that's not the first time that's happened. It's probably around the 10th. Anyway, as I was saying. The Skinner is a bit like the Sickler, in that it's very strong in melee combat. The Skinner can disguise any scab, and will shed its disguise when confronted. If Skinner disguises a melee scab, it will never have hair. And if a disguised Skinner is somehow damaged, and then confronted, it will regain all of its HP back when it sheds its disguise. If possible, you can lead it away to a group of scavengers, where it will prioritize them over you. Also, as if the thing wasn't strong enough, it's completely immune to being shoved. The Sickler is the big. Nope, not saying that. What? Something wrong? Did you not see what happens every time I say big butt? Is it you doing this, dude? What? No, of course not. Well, it sounds like you're part of why it's happening. I swear I'm not. You'd know if I was. Can you at least tell me who's behind this? Yeah, I'll bring him into the room now. Are you joking, bro? A few dogs are behind this. Look at the dogs closely, then you'll see it. Well, it looks like they're made out of a gemstone. Yes, but what kind of gemstone? Is it diamond? Yes. So there's some sort of diamond dogs?
Dogs of war for 9 whole years. That ends today. Now you're not sleeping, and we're not junkyard hounds. We're diamond dogs.
But you pulled the... You shot me. You shot me pretty good. Now that this little disturbance is settled, oh yeah, Sickler. The Sickler is the strongest of the 4 shadows, and it will wander slowly around where it's born, lying to itself. When damaged in any way, it will let out a cry and go on rampage. There are only a few things that can kill a Sickler easily, and they are as follows. Fully charged wristband can kill a Sickler with a volley from their ego, and with patience, Tick Spider, Artillerist, or Arbiter can kill a Sickler, just as long as you can't reach them. When something's at 15 or below health, the Sickler will perform an execution, in which it pins the target to the floor and digs its claws into their chest. This makes the Sickler regain 50% of its health. Because of this, it's recommended you dispatch them as fast as you can before things get out of hand.